Alexandra with Magellan College Counseling. We are a team of independent college counselors who help high school students and their parents go through the college search and application process. I want to talk to you for just a few minutes about early decision and early action and what they mean. And if you read the blog post right to the left of this video, you'll see a longer explanation with some examples. So really, in a nutshell, here's how it works. Early decision is a binding contract that your student makes with a college. If your student chooses to apply early decision somewhere, you as a parent will have to sign a contract basically saying, I promise that if my student is admitted, we are definitely enrolling at this school. The student signs that contract, you sign that contract, and the student's counselor at school signs that contract. Why is that important? The contract that the counselor at school signs says, if this student is admitted early decision, I will only send that student's final transcript after he or she graduates from high school to that college or university, which means they can't send it anywhere else. And I'm promising you right now, they are not going to help you break that contract if you change your mind. So this is not a decision to be taken lightly. There's a lot of other things to think about. There's some financial things to think about. Read the bullet points to the left. That's early decision, the binding one. Most colleges that have early decision are on the fairly selective side, highly selective side. And most of them have a November 1 or a November 15 deadline. Early action is really just a favor that the colleges are doing you, and they're going to give you a decision early. If you can get all your stuff together and send your essays and your application and your transcripts and your testing, all the pieces of the application, if you can get all of that submitted by the college's early action deadline, they'll give you an answer earlier. Most early action deadlines are November 1, November 15, and you'll get an answer right around Christmas or sometimes a little bit before Christmas. There are a few that have an earlier early action deadline. I'm thinking of 3 off the top of my head. And a very small number of them actually wait until January to give their answers. There is no downside to applying early action. There's no, you're not bound to anything. If you get admitted, you literally just hold on to that for a couple months till you find out what everyone else says, and you give an answer and you decide where you're going to go, and you submit your enrollment deposit on May 1st, just like everybody else. So that's early decision versus early action. A couple more things for you to know. There are a small number of schools that have something called restrictive early action, and what that means is you can apply to their early action program, but they're going to limit what other early programs you can apply to. So for example, Georgetown has a restrictive early action. You can apply anywhere you want early action, but you can't apply to anyone else's early decision program. That's just one example. So again, read the bullet points to the left. There's a couple more examples of how colleges restrict their early action programs. And finally, there's this wonderful thing that colleges call rolling admissions. What's rolling admissions? It literally means as soon as you get your information in, all of the information, all of the stuff that makes up an application file. So again, the application fee, whatever essays are required, teacher recommendations, transcripts, testing. Once all of that, once a college receives all of that, they will open your file, they will start reading, they will give you a decision basically as soon as they're done reading your file. It could take 3 days, it could take 2 weeks, it could take a month. Again, no downside. And again, what are we trying to do? We're trying to reduce the stress, and we're trying to, calm everybody down. And so rolling admission is a process through which you will get an answer very early, very quickly. It's going to make everybody feel better. So I would highly recommend having a handful of schools that have rolling admission on your list. Okay, I hope this has cleared up the early questions. Again, read all the points to the left, and if you need some help, give us a call.